The Syrian army, in cooperation with the Lebanese National Resistance, continue military operations against terrorists in al-Zabadani. A Syrian army unit takes control of Khirbat al-Naqus village in Hama northern countryside and intensifies operations around Aleppo. And Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Jawad Zarif says the UN Security Council will issue a resolution next week approving Iran's deal with the group of 5+1. Good afternoon. This is news in English from the Syrian Armed Division in Damascus. A Syrian Armed Army unit has destroyed a terrorist hideout and eliminated all its occupants in al-Zabadani plains in Damascus countryside. In cooperation with the Lebanese resistance, the Syrian army, together with several armed forces units working in Damascus countryside, had earlier killed at least 5 terrorists on Hasba Road in Zabadani plain. The army also targeted Takfiri armed men's hideouts in Dawar al-Silan, downtown Zabadani, destroying it completely, killing the terrorists inside and damaging their weapons and ammunition. Engineering units in the Syrian army and the resistance has also blew up a 350-meter-long tunnel south of the city of Zabadani. Going to central Syria and in Hama countryside, and in cooperation with the People's Defense Groups, Syrian Arab Army units have maintained control over Khirbat al-Naqus village, destroying a machine gun and 4 vehicles and seizing 4 others and a bulldozer. While in Latakia countryside, Syrian Air Force targeted terrorist gatherings in Shallaf village, killing and wounding a number of terrorists, including Egyptian Abd al-Qadir Qardadawi. An army unit also destroyed a mortar gun podium and equipment belonging to ISIL terrorist organization in Al-Qasr village in Suwaida countryside. And we go to Aleppo in northern Syria, where intensive operations have been carried out by the Syrian army against al-Nusra Front, the affiliate of al-Qaeda hideouts and gatherings in the neighborhoods of ancient city of Aleppo, Al-Laydamoun and Al-Rashidin. Weapons and military equipment were destroyed in the process of the operation. In the city's northern countryside, particularly in Anadan and Al-Bab, the Syrian army hit terrorist lines of supplies and weapons smuggling routes from Turkey. A number of Takfiri terrorists were also eliminated near the scientific research complex, Khan al-Asal and al-Mansura towns. And in a different context, international Arab reactions continue to be voiced following the official declaration of a nuclear deal reached between Iran and the 5+1 group. The Slovak Foreign Ministry welcomed the accord, describing it as a confirmation of effective international diplomacy and another example of the irreplaceable role of dialogue to solve differences. Austria's Foreign Minister Sebastian Kurz said the agreement would enhance Tehran's contribution to taking part, coordinating and cooperation with the West in confronting terrorism, which is represented in the ISIL. Iraqi President Fuad Massoum described the agreement as a big achievement which contributes to enhancing security and stability in the region and ends tensions on the basis of dialogue and non-intervention in internal affairs. Meanwhile, Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Jawad Zarif said the United Nations Security Council would issue a resolution recognizing Iran's peaceful nuclear program and ratifying the comprehensive accord with the 5+1 group in the course of next week. In Iraq, the Iraqi army liberated the area extending between the bridges of Aziban and Abbas Jamil on the eastern bank of the Euphrates River, northwest of Baghdad. The Iraqi army destroyed their vehicles and weapons, killing dozens of the terrorists. In Al-Anbar province, the Iraqi army cleared the area of At-Tash, south of Al-Ramadi, killing 27 terrorists. And in Yemen, Saudi warplanes continue to violate the UN-brokered truce in the country, targeting the governorate of Ma'rib and Al-Jufi. Yemeni security sources said that the Saudi warplanes launched 3 airstrikes on 2 major cities, killing and wounding dozens of civilians. The Yemeni army, in cooperation with the People's Defense Committees, shelled Saudi military camps along the borders in Jizan, south of Saudi Arabia. They targeted a factory for manufacturing rockets. Meanwhile, Yemeni sources in Aden said 3 UAE army officers were killed during clashes with the Yemeni army in the governorate. With this, we conclude our news for today. Thank you for watching. For more details about Syria and the region, and to view this bulletin again, you can always visit our Facebook page, Syria TV channels. You may also watch the Syrian satellite channel on the internet via YouTube. Now to the latest business and market news with Syrian Habit after a short break.
Good afternoon. In Al-Jalal Hall, a shopping festival is launched today in order to supply a wide variety of commodities and affordable prices. More in the following.
Within the framework of the campaign Aish Harir, Damascus Chamber of Industry has organized a bazaar under the title Made in Syria, which included discounts on Syrian industries through direct selling from producer to consumer.
This is an exhibition for the Syrian industry. Foodstuff, clothing, we have big discounts around 50% to 60%. All the industry is without any traders, straight to the people in the street, especially in the month of Ramadan. We are very happy. The industrialists, they have places to sell their goods straight to from the factory to the people in the street. So the price now is around 50 to 60% discount.
We are here to tell all the other people that we are stay here, and we're offering a very good price, and it's very good events here. We recommend everyone to come here and to participate in this event.
This campaign is a national initiative, and it will continue during the year 2015 with the participation of several figures, institutions and companies from the public and private sectors in order to encourage change, overcome obstacles and present deals and initiatives that will reflect positively on the Syrian society.
Branches of the general establishment for consumers in all governorates provided a wide variety of goods and foodstuffs on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr. The Director General of the establishment clarified that the establishment is keen to provide the citizens with the basic needs during this period and supply commodities to all cities and villages in the governorates despite the current crisis, noting to the exerted efforts by the army to deliver these commodities to the unsafe areas. He also added that the establishment has implemented the required plans for the holy month of Ramadan and Eid al-Fitr, indicating that the development in the establishment's branches is due to supplying marketing requirements for Ramadan and Eid al-Fitr at affordable prices that were lower than the market by 20%. The Central Bank of Syria has set the exchange rate of the US dollar against the Syrian pound at 283.38 for the banks and 283.41 for the exchange companies. The Central Bank has also set the exchange rate of the US dollar against the Syrian pound for transfers at 282. On the other hand, the euro exchange rate against the Syrian pound was set at 311.85 for the banks and 311.88 for the exchange companies. Oil prices dipped today as the market prepared for a gradual increase of Iranian exports into an already oversupplied market from 2016 after 6 world powers and Tehran reached a nuclear deal yesterday. European stocks were little changed after their biggest 5-day gain since 2011. Japan's Nikkei share average rose to a 10-day high today as investors were relieved that the worst may be over for the debt crisis in Greece, with stronger than expected Chinese economic data giving an additional boost. Gold traded in a narrow range today as investors waited for Federal Reserve Chair's congressional testimony for more clues on the timing of a U.S. interest rate increase this year and whether that would be followed by further hikes. dollar settled against the euro and the yen today as it awaited fresh cues from a U.S. congressional appearance for Federal Reserve Chair later in the session. With this, we conclude our economic news for today. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.